Well, hello there, and this is Auntie. And I am here to do my review on 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 2, Episode 1, Home is Where the Heart Is. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. To all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate tonight's episode, I would rate it an A, simply because we are looking at new characters, okay? And we are over the other one. If you would like to see my review on 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days, till all part 2, please follow me and Get Your Life at Auntie's Advice. I will be putting that up very shortly, or going live on that channel very shortly. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into this episode. Okay, so the first couple that I would like to talk about is Ariela and Bimiyam. Areola, okay? Because I was like, okay. So anyway, Ariela is from the United States, of course, and she is a handful. She is one of those rich, spoiled girls. We find that out from day A, all right? She indicated that, when she was young, she wanted to travel all over the world, and that she went to Argentina with her mom. She went to Argentina and decided, bitch, I'm not coming back. And met some man over there. Married the man, okay? Probably didn't know him from a bag of peanuts. She married this man and just absolutely refused to come home. She is currently working with her father, who is a cardiologist. She says she's a freelance writer, bitch. That means she write cartoons, okay? But anyway. And she, is just flying by the seat of her pants. Not sure whether or not I really like her all that much. I am trying my best to to like this chick, but I don't really believe that I like her from the giddy up. We did not have an opportunity to meet Bimiyam. Okay, he is in Ethiopia. And so, of course, she said that after, she had married this individual, she was with him for 7 years. They made a decision that they were going to, get a divorce. And so she divorced him. And she said after that, she decided that she, was going to stay single for a while. After she stayed single for a while, she then decided that the tickets to fly to Ethiopia were at a discounted thrift store type price. And so she decided to go to Ethiopia. Now, mind you, she says that she was not looking for anybody, but she saw a very fine gentleman on the street and asked him, do I know you from somewhere? She said it worked. And so, of course, the story begins with her and this gentleman. She said that, he was pursuing her and, she was whatever. So she says she comes back and she realizes that she has the gift that keeps on giving. She is pregnant. So here this woman is that is not looking for a man, goes to Ethiopia, stays in Ethiopia, has unprotected sex, comes back to the United States with a bundle in her stomach. Now, all children are a blessing from God, but God damn if her story isn't already complicated as far as your auntie is concerned. And so we see her, showing us her belly and all of that kind of stuff, and she had to come downstairs to work with her dad. He's asking her for a replacement because she is now moving to Ethiopia to be with him, because she believes that this is the right thing for her to do, because she believes that both parents should be in the labor and delivery room. But bitch, at this point, the way that they're talking about Ethiopia, it appears that she might be having this up underneath a hut. Because she, we see her at a, Lamar's class, I believe that's what you call it. My daughter's 21, so I don't remember, but I believe it's called Lamar's class. And she's in a circle with, all of these people, and they're just, they're sitting there, and The instructor says that she believes that, this is a family atmosphere and they all need to just tell a little bit about themselves and what is going to be their birthing plan. And so, we see the one young lady talk about hers, and then we get to her and she says, I'm not really sure. I'm taking these classes just to blow off time because I'm basically having my baby in Ethiopia. So, of course, everybody's mouth is on the floor. And, they asked the one black girl in the room. They asked her, how does she feel about it? And the young lady indicates that, often she knows that, the United States can give the really good care. The facilities are better than Ethiopia, allegedly. And then we hear, Ariela talk about, I really don't like this girl. I am so trying to get this review done on this girl, but I really don't like her. We see her at a doctor's appointment with her mother. Her mother is excited that she's having a baby. The mother is going to be flying to Ethiopia with her to find out whether or not the facilities there are, up to par. And, so she's at the doctor's office. She's lied to the doctor and had not told the doctor that although he has been doing her OBGYN, work with her, she is going to be having a baby in Ethiopia. He's already told her that her levels were up. And so, for any woman who's ever been pregnant before, that is something that needs to be monitored on a bi-weekly basis. She only has a couple of weeks where she is safe to travel. And so, her mom going with her over there is very important. Again, I don't really know whether or not I like Ariela. Frankly, I don't believe that I do. But you know what? We're just going to move on and we're going to go to another couple. The next couple that I want to talk about is Brittney and Yazman. We had an opportunity to meet Yazman. Yazman is, a pretty young thing. He lives in Jordan, and he is dating Brittney, who is a gangster rapper in Florida. Now, Brittney showed us pictures from the past and, how she looked. And I'm just saying to myself, please, somebody tell me, where is the plastic surgery gone wrong on Brittney's face? When you look at the previous pictures of Brittney, she is just absolutely gorgeous, but something is just absolutely distorted with Brittney's face. Brittney, describes herself, as, someone who doesn't like to be told anything, doesn't want to follow the rules, doesn't believe in religion because she just wants to be, who she is. Jordan, on the other hand, is very religious, and so is his family. He believes that family is first, and he lives with his family, and he is a family's man. He said that a lot of women in Jordan, take care of their homes and the husband is the head of the household, but that he recognizes that Brittney is different. I'm hoping that he continues to recognize that when Brittney takes her ass over to Jordan. Okay, let's see how long he continues to sing this song. But anyway, the two of them met because Brittney had a girlfriend that lived upstairs in the apartment complex where she lived. She said she went upstairs and, the girl would talk and Skype with her brother. She said that one day she looked on the screen and there he was. And so because, she saw him and he was fine as age one, they just instantly fell in love. She said a couple of weeks later, she found her ass in Jordan, boo. She said once she got to Jordan, they just hit it off and they decided that they were going to get married. They have only been dating for about 5 months. Brittney is living with her father. Her father is a single parent. She said that, the two of them, the father and the mother split up and, he decided that he was going to raise her. And so, she has this very close relationship with her father. However, she has not told her father that she is going to Jordan. She tells him 2 to 3 weeks before she's leaving. And I'm saying your relationship could not be that close with your father if you have not told him that. I believe she probably told told him. She says that usually in the past she would date men who were much older than herself. When asked by the producers how old was, the oldest guy she's ever dated, the bitch said 82, 83, 84, and 85. So she said that her braces have helped her to, meet these men. But Yazman is younger than her. This is the first time that she allegedly has dated someone who is younger than she is. She makes a phone call to him and she talks to him, and he wants to know, about her coming there and about her possibly converting and everything. She skips the subject and she tells him, I'm not going to talk to you about that. She sings some kind of little rap song that was talking about open up, somebody's account and abracadabra and some more stuff. And I just was like, you know what? Brittney is going to be a handful with us. I don't know how much of this is acting. As we all know, most of the time, we get the actors, all right? So, she's a rapper, so she's probably an aspiring actress as well. We're going to take this, y'all, with a grain of salt. So far, she's okay. But you know what? I am absolutely, in the beginning, questioning her story. Now, I don't know if you all write it down in the comments section and let me know, but I am questioning her story all the hell ready. So anyway, we see Brittney, talk about, their living arrangements while she is there. She is not going to be able to stay with Yazman while she is in Jordan, because it is customary in their religion that when a couple stays together that they are married. And so she's going to be staying in a separate home from him. And she doesn't like that. She doesn't like the fact that she is going to be staying separate from him. He says that he wants them to, speed up the wedding and everything. But then she has an apprehension. So the first thing, that clicked in my mind was the same thing that clicked in yours. What was that? Yes. She goes to a lawyer's office and the bitch is married. But let me tell you what the kicker to it is. She said that she was dating a guy. She had known him since she was, three knees to a toddler, all right? And she had grown up with this guy. He had always been in the country. She said that when they, they were dating and then they decided to get married. 5 months, she indicates, into the marriage, he is deported. And she forgot that she was married. You can't make this stuff up. First of all, Brittney says that she forgot that she was married because he was deported, but yet she remembers now that she's married because she can't marry him. Girl, if you don't stop this stuff. So that's one of the other things that makes me question whether or not this is acting, whether or not a lot of this is scripted. We will find out, because trust and believe me, the fans of 90 Day Fiance will make sure that they, do all the research to poke holes in her story and everybody else's story. Brittney is a hot ass mess, and I think that we are going to enjoy it as long as we make sure that we remember that most of this is acting. Probably 20% of this is real. But Brittney is knows that the family is going to have an issue. She says she can fake and be phony for a little while, but she doesn't know if she'll be successful in being fake and phony for 9 to 10 months. I don't think it's going to work either. I think that they're going to have a lot of issues in their relationship. I wish that this young lady was honest, just from the giddy up, okay? Because, she seems very pleasant to me, and I'm hoping that I continue to, like her. I will be shading her ass when she does shady stuff, because she seems like she's a shady boot type of queen. But you know what? We're here for the ride, and we're just happy that we are having a new cast members. The next couple that I want to talk about is Jenny and Sumit. Bitch. Jenny is up to the same old stuff. Want to shout out to Christina, Jenny's daughter. She had reached out to me last season when Jenny was here, and I just want to, shout out her and her wife. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. Just want to reach out and say hi. It appears that Jenny is still up to her old same old shenanigans. Jenny, of course, as you all know, went to be with Sumit last year and found out that the mofo was married. That was Jenny's second time going to visit him. Here Jenny is on her third time. Jenny believes that this time is the charm. Not this kind of charm, but a charm. So anyway, she's going out there to be with Sumit again. As we all know, the family came and approached her. And so now Jenny believes that she is cautious, about a Sumit. Sumit has indicated that his wife, the two of them have come to a mutual agreement for a divorce. However, when he was asked later on about whether or not he had the paperwork and had filed for the divorce, this is when the truth came out. So we see Jenny basically sleeping on her daughter's sofa. Jenny has no job. She has currently been there for about 5 months. And she gets up and she eats right there, where she sleep at. She's got to fold up the pillows and everything. Jenny is basically homeless, running after a man who is married and has given up everything, her life savings, her 401k. This bitch has nothing, okay? And so it's like, okay, Jenny, did you not learn anything? I don't believe Jenny has learned anything. Her daughters are still being supportive. The daughter, Christina, indicated that, it's going to be 3 strikes you're out. They don't believe, because there's been no documentation to prove that Sumit has even filed for a divorce. But Jenny now is in a position where she is ready to go back without even having the proper evidence to substantiate this motherfucker's lies, okay? And so here we are. We're about to go on this journey with Jenny again, y'all. And I don't even know whether or not I'm ready to go seriously on this journey with her. I just feel frustrated already. But it is what it is. So now Jenny, is on a Skype with him, and she makes a decision that, she's going to ask him about the divorce papers. Sumit indicated that he had paid the first payment and that he has another payment that is supposed to be due. So Jenny was like, well, I thought that you told me that you paid it. He said, no, that November 29th date that I gave you was the date that I had a court appearance to talk about, a court appearance based on the other lawsuit that the wife has filed against him. She indicated that he hurt her and he treated her poorly. And Jenny says that, all of this is bogus. No, bitch, there's nothing bogus about this. She's embarrassed. She's humiliated. This was done on national television. And a bitch need restitution. I don't give a damn what Jenny say. I don't care how much I like Jenny. Jenny, bitch, she needs restitution for all of the hurt and pain and suffering that she has gone through with this mofo, and he needs to pay. Jenny then asks him whether or not his family knows that she's coming. Sumit says that the family knows that she's coming. She said, well, tell your mama and your daddy to come to the computer so I can talk to him. But then as soon as he got up, she started talking about him like a dog, talking about she don't want to be bothered with him. But then she's sitting up there shaking in her bra. So, Sumit says, give me, what? Well, Sumit, is your mother and them around? Yeah. Well, can you tell him come to the community? He said, give me 2 minutes. He gets up and he leaves, and of course Jenny is looking. He comes back, and of course he says, bitch, my parents not coming down. They don't fuck with you like that. So of course, he's sitting there. And Jenny's like, I thought that you said your parents knew that I was coming and they knew what was going on. He said, my parents know about it, bitch, but I ain't say that they, they agree with any of this. They still don't fuck with you like that. So, Jenny, she's willing to accept anything from Sumit as long as she can be with him. I don't know what it is about him. I believe that, because she's 62, 63 years old, she doesn't believe that she is able and capable of finding love again. But I absolutely, totally disagree with her. There are people in assisted living and retirement homes and senior citizen homes who be, getting it on in the, the little cranked up hospital beds. If they got the cranked up hospital, push that button and come up like that. Okay, them bitches getting it on. And then after they do that, and they know that it's time for the shift to change, and they about to get their pills and their last supper for the night, bitch, they... Okay? So it's never too late for her to find love. So anyway, Jenny just makes a decision that she is still going to go over there, and then she goes to see her an estate planner. I don't know what he was. I can't remember what he was. But now she wants to pull her retirement out. He had already asked Jenny, what happened? You know, last time you came in here, you tapped all your 401k out. She said, yeah, I tapped all of that out. My ass is broke as hell. She said, my ass is broke as hell, and now I need to get my retirement. He said, well, how old are you, Jenny? She said, I'm 62. 61, 62. He said, bitch, you know, everybody working now until they 65. You're going to be hit by 30%, okay? Because it's 10% for every year before 65. You get hit for that, okay? And so Jenny said, I don't give a damn. I'm going to have to support Sumit, okay? Let me tell you why she got to support Sumit. Here we see Sumit with his homeboys. They out there playing cricket or whatever the hell they playing, okay? He is out there talking, you know, to his homeboys. So he tells his homeboys that Jenny is coming back. So his homeboy was like, look, man, if she coming back, so is the trouble. You know, you already was in trouble. And then the guy says she's over age. Now, I've heard of, you know, children or, you know, a woman or a man or whatever being underage. But, bitch, they said she overage for him. They said she can't give him any kids, can't do anything for him. He know that his parents, you know, were embarrassed and humiliated and didn't agree with it and all that kind of stuff. So Sumit was like, look, when I was with Jenny, that was the best time of my damn life. I don't give a damn what you think, my mama think, my daddy think. I just want to be with Jenny. And so he says that he had to pay the family back $20,000 because the father said, bitch, I paid $20,000 on that wedding and you're going to give me my money back. He says that he's already paid $10,000 of it that his parents gave him. And so, you know, the friend was like, well, wait a minute, your parents not even in agreement with the relationship. How in the hell are they giving you $10,000? Why would they give you $10,000 in order for you to get out this relationship? He said, because I'm a son. His friend said, man, you a damn liar. He said, I don't believe nothing you say about nothing, okay? So, you know, basically Sumit get to arguing back and forth with them about it. He says that, you know, they're going to be living together. He's going to tell his family. So now everything that Sumit is saying out of his mouth is something that he is going to do. But when he was on Skype with Jenny, this is something he has done. They are basically moving into a house. And, you know, he says that they're going to be by themselves. He promises Jenny that, you know, a new life and that he's learned his lesson from lying and he will never do this again. However, we know that Sumit is telling a damn lie. He is telling a damn lie. But Jenny's got to go all the way over there and find out. She indicates that this is the last straw for her. If this don't work out between the two of them, you know, she's not going to be with him anymore. But in the meantime, and in between time, I told y'all I was going to tell y'all why she's tapping her Social Security early. The bitch is tapping her Social Security early because she has to take care of Sumit. He does not have a job. She has found out that she will only be getting $600 and some odd a month for Social Security. The rent where they're going to be staying at is $300. She estimates that the utilities are going to be $50. Basically, after he did all the computing and the computations, he realized that Jenny is going to be left with $75 a month, bitch, just to breathe the air over there. And she is willing to do this. The daughter is a little upset, Christina was, and I absolutely agree with her. Why in the world would you go over to another country and he doesn't have any income, you don't have any income, and you're going to be trying to withdraw your Social Security? Like, Jenny is really messing her life up, and I'm just hoping that the dick is worth it, okay? Because this is some expensive dick, all right? So anyway, that is the story on them. The last couple that I would like to talk about is Kevin and Armando. Did I not fall in love with Kevin and Armando? Now, I got a feeling that they gonna fuck up. Because they all do. But I absolutely love Kevin. I'm not as much in love with Armando as I am with Kevin. Kevin is a 57-year-old man, and he looks every bit of 35. Y'all, I BS you not. He is extremely handsome, put together, metrosexual, got it going on, okay? He is dating a gentleman by the name of Armando in Mexico, and he is 26 years older than he is, okay? Because I think he's, 31? And they are in love with each other. They met one another on a site for parents, for dads who were raising children on their own, okay? And so through corresponding, they got to know each other. He flew out there and he stayed with him for about 3 or 4 days. And he said when he came back, Armando told him, I could see myself spending the rest of my life with you. But this story is extremely complicated. When we met Kenneth basically told us that when he was a young guy growing up in Toledo, Ohio, he knew that there was something different about him. He said at the age of 19, he left. Because he wanted to find himself. He said he realized that he was gay, but he did not really know whether or not his parents were going to accept the fact that he was. He said when he came back, he, basically told his parents, and he got a phone call, and they were like, you know what, we love you, regardless of, who you love. Okay? We love you. And I just think that it's fantastic. I think it's phenomenal. And here I am to say that this is the first couple that we've had that is gay. And because that stuff with Stephanie and Erica, that bisexual, that was some bull crap, okay? Stephanie wasn't in no way near bisexual. Anyway, I digress. And so, we have this, he says that, in the 80s, he wanted to do in vitro and it was really expensive. And at that time here in the United States, it was something that was not as accepted as it is now. And he had a friend who made a decision to help him have a baby. And, and so he said, no, I didn't hit that. Which means that he was not sexual with her. He was not married to her, as somebody else said. I was like, how the fuck are you going to do a review? And you going to sit up there and say the man was married. Bitch, was you listening, or did somebody tell you in your DMs like you get all the other fake ass information? Yeah, shots fired. If you going to come out here and tell it right. The bitch wasn't married. He never said he was married. He didn't even say he fucked her. He made sure that he said that he didn't even have sex with her. Anyway, so, he said that, that she decided that she would help him to have children, and he had a son. And then in, the next birth, they tried it again, and he had triplet daughters. And I don't remember what their names were, but the family is absolutely beautiful. His daughter has a son by the name of Cooper, who is just adorable. Like, oh my God, he is so cute. And so we see him barbecuing and talking about his family life and how he, basically was in 2 relationships. Those 2 relationships did not work out. And that he is going to be giving up everything that he has to move with Armando. The 2 of them will be moving from where Armando currently lives to somewhere 4 hours out, okay? Because in this particular part of Mexico, they will be able to find better jobs, the both of them. Right now, Armando is running a pet service. He has grooming, boarding, and he said grooming, boarding, and something else. And so his veterinarian business is right on the property of his parents' home. He said that, he also has a child. He is a little girl. And he indicated that, he knew very early on that he was gay. And he thought that by hiding it and by pretending to be a man getting married was going to solve it for him, but it didn't. While he was with his wife, he told his wife that he was indeed gay. And he said, and then she made a phone call to his parents and told his parents, and his mother was like, you're not gay. And he said, and this forced him back into the closet. Unfortunately for him, after he and his wife had made a decision to divorce. He said that 3 to 4 months later, she was killed in a tragic automobile accident. And so our heart goes out to him. And this forced him in a position to be both mother and father to his daughter. And he said that that was really difficult, but because he has had that family support and he's gone into the closet, okay, he, has been able to have that. But at this point, his family does not know that he is gay, and they don't know that Kenneth is coming over here to be with him. I think that this is really going to give us a lot of insight on couples and what they go through. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I absolutely love Kenneth. And again, I like Armando, but it's just some about him. I know that a lot of people feel like they have to hide different things in relationships, but I don't know whether or not if he's dishonest on this hand, is he dishonest on another hand? I don't know if Kevin's eyes are really wide to see who Armando really is, because I don't trust him. We see that he has a conversation with his sister, who pushes back a lot. He said, I need to tell my sister so that I can get the balls and the support to tell my parents. And so he has a serious conversation with his sister. And, his sister is crying, and she doesn't want to believe nor accept the fact that her brother is indeed gay. She's pushing back with everything. And he's like, look, this is who I am. I know who I am. And she's like, even though I don't support you, you've been like a father to my child and everything. And so, she's going to try to ride it out with him. Kevin, on the other hand, children are very supportive, except for one of the daughter that has the son, Cooper, because currently she is living with her father, and he has been a surrogate dad in some ways to her son. And so she feels that she is being abandoned and that he's leaving her and Cooper. Now, I don't know where the father of her baby is, but I just think that her father is 57 years old. He has raised her, and he's, helped her to raise his child. And now this is time for Kevin to really live his life. This is time for him to be selfish and to do those things that he wants to do, especially at 57 years old. Let me tell you, this man looks absolutely phenomenal. And I really do like him because he is a family man, and he just seems like he's very honest. He has sold his house, his property. He got an apartment, and he's out of there. The young woman who was his real estate agent, I remember signing all them damn papers. Whoo, Lord Jesus, he was signing those closing documents. And, Barney, Big Betty Barney was, telling him that, he needs to, really think about it, because in Mexico, they are not as accepting of same-sex couples. And so, he's just like, I understand that. I realize that is an issue, but I love him. He did share with his daughter that, his family does not know, that Armando's family does not know that he is gay. And so, this is absolutely going to be a very interesting season. I don't believe that we have met all the other couples, but I am here for it. I am absolutely here for it. And this is the conclusion of my review. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. And write down in the comment section, who is your favorite couple? Do you think that any of them are actors? What do you think about, Brittney saying that she forgot that she was married? And what the fuck do you think about Jenny going back with Sumit, knowing that probably ain't a damn thing changed? I am so curious to hear from you. Thank you all so much for being here. Love you to pieces.